On the Morning Crossfire with me, Kofi Bartels. You have the big names, the most pressing issues, and the sharpest conversations.
We must leave that place of talking into this place of doing.
Nothing are paying through their nose, and you are telling them after training they can't migrate. I will not be part of those who will give soft landing to these guys who are running the affairs of this country.
People are dying every day in an hour. People just go in and come out and read our stories to us. Come on, Kofi.
We must step beyond the talk. We have the analysis.
Join us as we dissect the headlines, bring you exclusive interviews, and dive deep into the heart of the matter. The big conversations live here.
Join Kofi Bartels on the Morning Crossfire, weekdays 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. only on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
This is Morning Crossfire on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
I sincerely apologize for that long, but we're here. We're here trying to get the Commissioner for the Environment and Water Resources in Lagos State on the line. His network wasn't too great, but I've just spoken to him using an app, and he says we should get back to him, so we'll do that as quickly as possible. And then once we can put him on the line, we'll talk to him about the ongoing demolition in parts of Lagos State. Especially Mende axis of Lagos State, and even not just Mende, Bagada. Last week, over to the weekend, we had Mende demolitions in Mende, just clearing buildings that were said to be on the water part. But before then, we had Bagada, that was also part of that. Before then, we had, of course, Ikota and Lekki axis. We have the Honorable Commissioner for the Environment and Water Resources in Lagos State, Mr. Tokunbo Wahab, on the line. Mr. Wahab, good morning to you. Thank you very much for your time.
Good morning, Kofi.
Yes. They call you Bulldozer Wahab. Do you see that as an accolade?
I'm not a bulldozer.
Okay.
At all. It doesn't represent what I represent, and it doesn't represent my value.
All right.
Neither does it represent what the Ministry of Environment and Water Resources stands for.
All right. So some will say maybe it's people admire what you're doing. That if anybody does not keep to the law and puts up a structure that is impeding the flow of water Lagos State government will not hesitate to do the needful. Maybe that's where this is coming from. But we would like to say that you've been doing a good job. We appreciate what you've been doing. Yes, and from our listeners and callers out there, I think you're one of the commissioners people look on with admiration. And we would love to encourage what you're doing. But that being said, there are some questions regarding some of the actions taken by the Lagos State government, which we would like to, hear from you on. Firstly, let's talk about the demolition of buildings that are said to be on waterways. You went to Ikota axis and Lekki axis some time ago. You were on the island, and you moved over to the mainland, where some buildings in the Bagada axis that were said to be on waterpath were demolished. And now you went over to Mende over the past few days. Can you tell us exactly what the Lagos State government is trying to achieve, and just give us an update on that?
Okay. Thank you very much. Let me make a clarification. We don't demolish buildings. What the law allows us to do in the ministry is for us to remove every form of impediment, be it a house, a car, whatsoever, impeding rain and storm water. That is what we are doing. We remove all those impediments to allow the free flow in our canal and our secondary collectors. Now, you see, Kofi, people don't see, they seem to forget the bigger picture. And what is the bigger picture? Flood kills. Flood are taking so many lives in the state. Flood are destroyed millions and billions of people's investments. So look at that picture. Look at the global warming narrative. Look at what happened in Dubai, even with their resilient infrastructure in the desert. Now picture what would happen if we are not proactive as a coastal state. A state that has been predicted to go under in 50 years. A state that is habited by the Atlantic and the lagoon. It behoves us as a responsible and a responsive government to ensure we don't put the lives of our citizens at risk. So let me start with your Ikota narrative. Ikota was based on a petition by 12 relocated villages from Morocco, by estates that were being flooded because of the bad behavior, because of the brazen nature of some profit-seeking developers. They just covered, they covered Systems 44 from Ogombo to Ogoloto to Mobile. That system has been there for decades. The system is a natural part of the stream that takes the water to Ikota River. Right. Now, because they built on it, the whole neighborhood gets flooded. And they've been on that before COVID. That was in 2020. They served them notices to abate the bad behavior. What we found out when we resumed in that office in September, October, was they had ramped up. They ramped up illegal development on that same canal, System 44.
All right.
Causing much more flooding, destroying people's properties, destroying people's livelihood. Developers, without titles, without approvals. And we came back, we referred the same notices, asking them to remove the contraventions on System 44.
All right.
They didn't do it, and the government will not fold its arms to allow the wishes and the bad behavior of a few to trump over the overriding public interest of the generality. So what we did was remove the contraventions while people were blackmailing us, stereotyping it as ethnic. Today, the contractor is on site fixing the trapezoidal drainage system for that old channel to Ikota.
All right. Okay, so
from there we went to the other side of Lagos.
Okay.
Because we are not limited ourselves. We are also doing System 50, 157 and 156, Orchid Road.
Okay.
Around Ikota. 156 has been obliterated, totally covered up by greedy developers. Now we have made it. If you flash your mind back to September or thereabout in year 2022, there was a massive flooding in Mende that claimed lives. Before then, they have served these residents a notice. The Lalago stream or river was diverted in 1974 by the former Millard of Lagos, General Mobolaji Johnson, of blessed memory.
Okay.
As a right of way for that river. Now, it takes the old water from the old mainland. Why do we call it System 1? Because it's the most critical system in the whole of Lagos State. All other systems are built on it. It deflows all of the mainland to the lagoon.
Okay.
Now, since 74, it's been there. In 2021, they served everyone that has contravened on the Ogudu side of it, Mende, Maryland side of it, Aro, Jobe, Sholui, when served notices of contravention. My predecessor in office, Mr. Tuji Bello, they met severally with the honorable member representing Kofi constituency, Honorable Okola. He's alive. He's in the house. You can confirm for me.
Okay.
They had several meetings. They were to enforce, but there was no time. When I resumed in September last year, we engaged them. The last meeting we had with them was in my office. The video is there. And they admitted.
Okay.
Kofi, they were now begging the government to help them reduce it. And we said, I have no powers. I have to go back to the authorizing person and the EXCO. And we came back to review.
All right.
So when people talk about sentiment, they try to blackmail, they try to stereotype government, ask them one question. Only one question. Are you sitting on Systems 1 right of way? It's a yes or a no.
Okay.
And it's high time we tell ourselves the truth. The truth is that bad behavior may go for a while. There must be consequences for bad behavior. We can't be braving and we say one development. The difference between a developed country and a developing country is how we enforce our laws.
Okay, so Honorable Commissioner, you're saying that. So you're saying that the buildings and any structure that was removed is basically that these are structures obstructing the flow of water on all the channels. System 54. I even see you were talking about
System 44, System 1, System 157, System 156,
63,
and System 63. We are doing that now.
Okay.
Then in Apapa, all our secondary collectors, we have to open them up.
All right.
They're built on them in Apapa.
All right.
I insisted that we have to open them up. It's not fair to the citizens.
All right. I remember seeing one at the gate of Ikota GRA, where I was told it was on the drainage. They built it and filled it, and you guys had to clear it out. But Honorable Commissioner, some Lagosians are saying that this drive by the government of Lagos State to make sure that we and you're right to talk about the flooding that took place in Mende, where 9 lives in 2022 September, 9 lives were spared when the building collapsed because of flooding. But some are saying can this drive by the Lagos State government, while commendable, can a human face be added to it, whereby some sort of consideration is given to people who have invested their life savings in putting up buildings?
Now, thank you very much, Kofi. Now, let me tell you the human face. We've had engagement. We've spoken about this. The width of System 1 originally was 300 meters. But the governor was so magnanimous and the EXCO, and they said we should reduce it. And we reduced it to 140 before I came in. When I came in, when I saw the width, I said, let me go back and make a representation to EXCO and Mr. Governor. And Mr. Governor reduced it to 100. And the EXCO approved it. That we should make it just 100. That with 100, we should now split the 100 between Ogudu, where the government does have a scheme, Ogudu Valley scheme or something, and then the Mende side of it.
Okay.
That actually saved over 80% of the houses.
Okay.
Now, we do expect to this man and this developer that is shouting, Dikindiro Jaye, the first time they came to mark, 80% of the Mende villa was captured. They were sitting right in the middle. So we went back and said, look, let us review this. Let us put a human face. And in so doing, we saved several properties from even the Sholui end before we got to Mende, and Rojobe end before we got to Mende. And in Mende is Villa, this Villa estate.
Okay.
The ones that are directly sitting on the canal on the right of way of Odoyalaro were the ones that were eventually removed. And if you tell me with due respect that notices from 2021, the last one was served in November, December 2023, they came to reserve and mark again last month, and this same person has been engaging and begging and lobbying, trying to undermine the system. Let us call it the state. If you don't punish bad behavior and let there be consequences, then we are going to develop. Development comes by deliberate planning, not by accident.
All right. All right, Honorable Commissioner, I want to give our listeners, and please crave your indulgence to take a little bit more of your time. I want to give our listeners a chance to call in. So you're saying Lagos State government has given quite a amount of consideration to the developers and the owners of structures affected by the clearance or clearage of obstruction of drainage channels in Lagos State. You're talking about the setback as enshrined in law that the governor in his magnanimity reduced it with support from the House of Assembly to 100 meters from what it was 140 meters. And you've said it has a human face. Honorable Commissioner, how about those who say that the structures and buildings were approved by the Lagos State government agencies?
Thank you very much. You see, there are two legs to the narrative. I will be very honest with you. I will not mince words. Do we have good people in the civil service? I'll tell you, very good ones. Some of the best in the country, and you say Lagos Civil Service. You still have some very few bad eggs. Yes. But it takes two to tango. It doesn't make it right. If you, as a developer or a man that wants to build, chooses to go and game a system, you must be able to bear the consequences of your bad behavior. If I were them, and I repeat, if I were them, I will go ahead and report the man that processed my approval. That whatever happened. So let the system now take care of that person. But as a political appointee, it's not within my orbit to do that. The civil service has a very strict process to discipline early members. But I can speak for those in the Ministry of Environment and Water Resources. They are the champions of whatever we're doing today as reforms. I'm just a captain of the ship. When I have very cerebral term sex.
All right. But Commissioner, you're a lawyer by training and by trade. If, legally speaking, if a developer is paying ground rent, for instance, is paying land use, is paid for development levy, has duly registered, the planning and all that, and everything that needs to be done, isn't the government liable to pay damages?
Kofi, let me answer you in a very strict legal terms. Illegality can never beget legality. You cannot put something on nothing and expect it to stand. The foundation itself is non-existent. It's void. So, however, when you try to mend it, once that foundation is void, it's void.
All right.
How the Bible says? The Bible says, if the foundation be destroyed, what can the righteous do? It's the same way of saying it.
All right.
Because you can't place something on what is non-existent.
Okay.
So let us go back to the root of it. The root of it is not sustainable.
Okay, Honorable Commissioner, I will want to just find out, what is going on with you call it, cleaning up ungoverned spaces, and quite a number of people are excited, are happy to hear that, under bridges are being taken care of. We want to pay our bills with a commercial break, and we'll come back to you in 5 minutes and just take your shots very briefly. I hope that's okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Just like every Nigerian mum, I need every kobo to work harder when times are tough. And I know So Clean is on my side. With the new Snow Powder tech, the detergent powder becomes even finer. So it dissolves easily, foams faster, and cleans better. Every grain works and nothing is wasted. New So Clean detergent with snow powder tech. Every grain works for you.
Ida of trading himself. James, hello.
Susan, I beg. Say you the wine me.
For where? You who no longer depend solely on your salary.
So you people trade and don't carry us along in this office, Abby?
Jerry, now you they talk like this. Who doesn't want an extra stream of income? But I'm still looking for better trading conditions, I beg. Fast execution of my trades and possibly an account where swap no go carry all my profits where I don't know.
Guy, HFM.com.
For me, I wouldn't mind better spreads at all, and it won't be a bad idea to be able to make withdrawals in a flash.
All we want is transparency and great customer service.
Guys, I said HFM.com.
Which one is HFM.com again?
Switch to HFM today to enjoy ultra-fast execution, 1 to 2,000 leverage, tight spreads, swap-free, and more.
Guy, show us the way now.
Wait, are you sure deposits and withdrawals are sharp?
I said
HFM.com.
Visit www.hfm.com. HFM, online trading at its finest.
Every parent wants to see their child growing up happy and healthy. Introducing Renzo Vitamins for Kids, a secret to your child's daily nutrition and boundless joy. With Renzo Vitamins, your child will have the energy to embrace every moment and unlock their full potential. Give your child a head start in life with Renzo Vitamins for Kids, because a happy child is a healthy child.
Hey folks, ready to take your smartphone experience to the next level? Introducing the Tecno Camon 30 and Power 6 series, two amazing smartphones that redefine innovation. With the Tecno Camon 30, capture every moment in stunning detail with its advanced Sony sensor camera. Say goodbye to blurry photos and hello to crystal clear images. And for all the gamers, engage yourself in an immersive gaming experience with the Tecno Power 6 series, featuring super sensory gaming technology and a 70 watts ultra charge. Every game comes to life and you get to play for much longer. Visit an authorized Tecno store to get any Tecno Camon 30 or Tecno Power 6 series today and experience innovation right in your hands. Tecno, stop at nothing.
It's the 10th edition of the AMVCA, and Pepsi Confirmed Bedu is back and reloaded. From Love Me Jeje crooners Shea Shodomu and Shafi Bello, to the African legend Awilo Logomba, with the boo of the booless Chike. Thirsty for more? KC, the Oja piano master, is bringing out the flips to play. And it's gonna be a party with AG Baby. Pepsi controls the music policy at the AMVCA with Confirmed Bedu Reloaded on the 11th of May. Tune into African Magic on DSTV and GoTV. Pepsi, thirsty for more.
Who says you can't have it all with one play?
I got that defined boy. You have just won yourself.
Congratulations.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, Melitus. One player don't talk to two players because you won 20K.
So now you won yourself 20,000 naira.
My name is Well Done.
Okay, well done. You want to tell you well done, you won yourself 20,000 naira.
With 500 naira, you can play to win big. From 120,000 naira to 190,000 naira daily on Nigeria Info. Go to oneplay.ng and play with 500 naira. And in a few seconds, your ticket is in the draw. Or dial *347 *880 *3 hash. Win daily on Nigeria Info. 50,000 naira on Morning Crossfire. 60,000 naira on WhatsApp Lagos. 20,000 naira on Sunnyside. And 60,000 naira on Game On. So Lagos, what are you waiting for? The more you play, the better your chances of winning. Remember to dial *347 *880 *3 hash. Play responsibly. Not suitable for persons under the age of 18.
Just like every Nigerian mum, I need every kobo to work harder when times are tough. And I know So Clean is on my side. With the new snow powder tech, the detergent powder becomes even finer. So it dissolves easily, foams faster, and cleans better. Every grain works and nothing is wasted. New So Clean detergent with snow powder tech. Every grain works for you.
Welcome back to your number one talk, news, and sports station. This is Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info.
Live from the heart of Victoria Island, you're listening to your number one station, 99.3 Nigeria Info. This is Morning Crossfire on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
All right, Lagos, welcome back. We still have on the line the Honorable Commissioner for the Environment and Water Resources, Lagos State, Tokunbo Wahab Esquire. He's a lawyer by training, and he's been talking on the recent, he says it's not demolition, but removal of obstructing items, let's call it that, on the water right-of-way in Lagos State. I don't know if that's the right way to put it, Honorable Commissioner, but you've been giving us reasons why the Lagos State government is embarking on this exercise, and also explain to us what exactly happened in the Mende Villa access in Mende, Maryland, Lagos. You're saying that he's saying rather that the developer has been contacted, has been warned since 2021, even before he, Tokunbo Wahab, was appointed commissioner in that ministry. Right from the days of his predecessor. Now, he said a lot of things, and you've been listening. If you want to ask him a few questions, please feel free to call right now, 0201-465-7190, 0201-465-7190, and of course we have 0700-993-993-993. Producer Zainab Yakin is a reporter for today. She's right now in Mende. We'll be talking to her. She will try to speak to some of the residents and the people who are affected in that area, those who live around there, to take a bit of a feel of what exactly they think about the situation. Honorable Commissioner, thank you once again for your time, just to be sure you're there.
Yes, yeah, I'm here.
All right. We have a first caller on this segment on the line. 99.3, good morning.
Good morning, Kofi.
Welcome. What's your name?
Good morning to the Honorable Commissioner. My name is Altine.
Welcome, Altine.
My question is, so for all these years, what has the government been doing when these people were constructing illegally or obstructing the road? You see, government has this nonchalant attitude. You see people just constructing, going to places that they have not been given, and then they will start constructing things on the road or houses, and government will just close its eyes, and then one day wake up in the morning and start demolishing it. Right from day one, if you see people going to where they are not prohibited places, why don't the government stop them immediately?
All right, Azani, thank you. Let's give the Honorable Commissioner a chance to respond to you. Mr. Commissioner, sir, please go.
Yeah, thank you for your observation. I'm not the official spokesman for the government, but I can say this to you. I'm not going to make excuses. Yes, there are times government drops the ball. But like I tell everybody, must we wait for the government to do the right thing? We are the government. Kofi, you and I, we are the government. It's about let us take ownership. If we take ownership, we know what is right, we know what is wrong. We don't have to wait for the government to come and sanction you to do what is right. And that's why I talk about people are just brazen in their attitude. We choose to be badly behaved. And when the will of justice comes, we start throwing the emotions into it. She's very right. Like I said, people were served notices, don't do this construction. They choose to go and game the system. I'm using my words advisedly. But today, there has been a review, and we are coming to say, you can't build here. In the first place, you are not even meant to build here. If you are going ahead to let people look the other way, the day of reckoning is now. There's always a day of reckoning.
All right. Honorable Commissioner, thank you. Let's pick a next listener. 99.3, good morning.
Hello.
Yes, good morning.
Okay, good morning. Yes. I really do not accept what you're saying.
No, you called before, right?
Called when? This is for Wahab's show now.
Yeah, what's your name, please?
We don't get this opportunity all the time to call in.
No, hold on. Your name?
My name is Joy.
Okay, I
have a question.
I thought it was the last caller. You just went on like that.
No.
You didn't introduce yourself. All right, Joy, please go on.
Thank you, Atene. My next question is, why is the Lagos State plan not online for people to be able to see before actually building? Because if you have all these things out there. Everything is treated in secrecy. If you have all these things, people will just go there, check. Okay, this place I'm trying to build, is it Lagos? Is it approved? Is it a sewage place? Is it place for planting trees or not? We don't have that, and it's difficult for people to actually get. Now, saying that we are government, and I beg to disagree with you on one point, because human beings are bound to do anyhow. That is why you have government who is there to checkmate them to do the right thing. So if you're saying let's call a spade, in fact, your own spade might not even be a spade for me, because these government officials, have we caught them, have been able to see to arrest them, whoever the developer or whoever who collected and who gave, you arrest them so that everything is seen in open.
All right. So you have two questions. Yeah,
we have sanity.
All right.
Let me answer. Lagos just have the most sophisticated EGIS platform in the whole of the country. You can go and find out where you can build. You can get your land information on our EGIS platform. It's the most sophisticated in the country. It's automated. You don't have to face any individual to get this done in Lagos State. Now, why do we have that platform? It's to allow people know where you can build, know the agencies you can interface with, know the approvals you can obtain or you ought to obtain. However, if you are not satisfied with what the EDIS throws up, you can come to the secretariat. Oh, I have a land I've just bought. I want to run a search. Once you run your search and the title is clean, you now go to fiscal planning. I want to build. What are the areas, what are the dimensions and the setbacks in this area? Fiscal planning will now refer you again after giving you the checklist to environment. This area, you must have a drainage clearance. Lagos is not a jungle. Lagos is governed by law. And I'm saying it authoritatively, our EGIS platform is the most sophisticated in the country. In the comfort of your houses, you can go online and do your findings on the areas you want to build, the number of floors allowed by law or by regulations. So that is on that question. The next thing she said was an observation that, okay, the government allowed it. I'm going to say it again. I'm not going to make excuses. Yes, we have some bad apples, but it doesn't mean every single servant in Lagos State is bad. They are one of the best you have in the country, if not the best. Of every 12, even with Jesus Christ, there was a Judas. But the difference is there must be consequences, both inside and outside.
Yeah, that's what she was saying.
If you look at the number of lives that flooding can take away, we'll be saying this thing, Kofi. We'll be commending and thanking government for doing the right thing. The number of people that have died due to flooding in Lagos and other areas, and now the global warming is getting closer to us. Look at what happened in Dubai. Look at what happened in Russia. Look at what happened in the US, some part of the US. It tells you we can't behave the ostrich.
All right. But our Commissioner, she's also asking, will Lagos State government sanction its officials who are found to have acted wrongfully in these issues?
Of course, the state government will not, and I repeat, will not shy away from that. That's the honest truth.
All right.
The difference is that the civil service system does not allow some things to be put in the realm of the media, but they have a structure that punishes them, sanctions them.
Okay. All right.
They face PMB every now and then.
Okay. Interesting. Regarding the EGIS, I mean, I don't think there's a serious real estate company who will sell you a building without giving you the information. For instance, except maybe you buy it from a community, but everybody in real estate knows that you have to go to allow such to check. That's what they will say. Go to. So nowadays they even give you the number. They just give you the number. Enter it and then do your check.
But Kofi, that is not enough. Let me tell you, as an expert, as a lawyer, that's not enough. Don't let anybody give you a number. These unscrupulous elements at times fly coordinates.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Fly coordinates in the sense that they have a government gazette for Lekki. They will take that same gazette. They will go and use it to go and sell the land in the Kui.
Oh, that's called flying.
So you have to go beyond the numbers they're giving you. That's what we call the fly coordinates.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
And you see, let me say this here. It's so unfortunate that we have to get to this point. But we can't shy away from the truth. Whatever is bad is bad. People want money from you. They will go any length to take your hard-earned money. They forget to tell you the truth that, however, there is a caveat. I can't build here. Some of them will have approvals to build estate. The approval will cover 10 houses. They'll go and build 30. Those 30 will not be covered by the approval. So there'll be flying approvals. Some will call it, they'll fly approvals. You have approval to do 10. You now extend to go and do 30. Which will happen to the Mende Villa man? He had a temporary approval, yes. But did he work within the remit of the approval? No. Because they never knew the day of reckoning was going to come. And they had notices. He's been engaging government. And we said, no. The rains are coming. The tides are high. The contractor has been mobilized for the past 2 years. Now we have to go ahead and even review for the contractor. Because it's not his fault, because of material. From the taxpayers' money.
Wow. All right. So how does one overcome this flying? You're saying getting a number is not enough. Some, what else does one need to get?
Now you have to speak to experts. Experts in real estate development. Experts, real estate agents. Not quacks, with due respect. They are certified real estate agents. They will run the checks for you. You now have to have an attorney that will do a search for you. When it comes to building, go to the experts too. Don't cut corners. It may cost you extra, but you are buying comfort and rest of mind.
All right.
And Lagos have given you a platform for that. With our ETIS platform, I can assure you, it's just on your fingertips.
Yeah. That's true. I've actually been privy to that, and it was all over the news. But people will want to take your money at all costs, so you have to do the right thing. So you're saying that 10,000, 20,000, 100,000, 250,000 you will spend to run checks, pay a lawyer to go and do the checks for you and all that.
Kofi, when they were building on the drainage plains at Ikota, they knew what they were doing. They never had the approval. Nobody will approve it for you. But they will show you that, we have a CFO. And I said to people, the CFO is not enough. It's a valid title. I'm not disputing your title. What I'm saying to you is, there's a right of way around your CFO. You've obliterated it. You've covered it up. I want to open it. Your CFO is still valid. So people should learn to let us do the right thing.
All right. So is the legacy
people?
Yeah.
Look, Kofi, do you think those people we see in developed countries, they don't like to overspeed? They do. They like to do those batteries, but they know if you overspeed, they will revoke your license. They will sanction you. You may even go to prison.
Is there any chance, Honorable Commissioner, that compensation will be paid to those affected at whatever level of this, exercise?
Compensation based on what, Kofi? You can only be paid compensation if you have a valid title, and then we are taking up this for variety public interest. But when you have done an infraction against the law, you should even be paying government compensation for deploying taxpayers' money to remove that nuisance you've created on the part of the canal or secondary collector.
All right.
A good client, we should be taking them to court.
All right.
Pay taxpayers' fund for allowing us to deploy taxpayers' money to remove the nuisance.
We have, thank you, Honorable Commissioner. We have Abiola on the line, I believe. Did I get your name right on Skype?
Yeah, thank you.
Kofi Bartels. Where are you listening from, Abiola?
I'm calling from Manchester.
Manchester. Sorry about yesterday. Please go on.
Yeah, Kofi, you see, I am not going with Honorable Commissioner. Yeah, the people could be wrong sometimes. But in a Senate line, the two persons who have called have said, you see this same thing that is happening under the bridge. The government cannot be telling us that they don't see those things happening until things were massed up to that extent that people are collecting to over 200 whatever per year. The government cannot be telling us that they are not aware. That is number one. Number two, Kofi, if you come to, I don't want to be saying our society is not saner, because Honorable Commissioner will still continue to tell us that Lagos is this all over.
All right. So what's your second question or contribution?
No, it's not. It may not be a question, just a point that if there is this government rules that okay, this place is not meant for you. This place is not is government want to use it in the future. There will be barricade. You will have seen it by your own eyes. You see, Honorable Commissioner is telling us that this GPRS truth can also be fortified. It can also be changed, can be fly. Me, I don't even understand the meaning of fly. So everybody, if I go to an agent or whoever, and he tells me that this thing is right,
okay,
what do you expect me to do at that point?
He says you reach out. You should also engage the service of a lawyer.
Yeah, the government should put something to let everybody see that.
You didn't get my message. I said what I said. Don't quote me out of context. Is that our Lagos State GIS platform is the most sophisticated in the country. Now, even after doing the GIS search and you have the report, it doesn't stop you from engaging expert estate agents, expert solicitors to do your documents for you, and then go to fiscal planning people. That's what I said. Now, you see, I'm glad you called from Manchester. It's in a Senate line. Manchester didn't get there overnight. They got there by way of proper planning and enforcement of laws and regulations. There are homeless people all over the world. I've seen them on the street of Los Angeles, Atlanta, even his own Manchester. And there was a report this year. There are so many homeless people more in the UK now than ever in their history. So it's a social and economic problem. However, what we are saying in Lagos is that you can come into Lagos. You can be homeless, you can be poor. But let LASRA have your data. That is a platform that will enable the state government to plan for your education, to plan for your health, to plan for infrastructure. That's what we're saying. Those that are homeless, where he's talking about in Manchester, do you think the government doesn't know them?
All right.
When the weather is not very difficult and harsh, it's going to be a very hard winter, they move them to shelters because they have their data.
Okay. Commissioner, I want us to move. Yeah, I want us to move quickly because of time. Before I come back to you, I'll put Zainab, our correspondent who is in Mende. Thank you, Commissioner. I'll put Zainab, our correspondent in Mende, on the line before I come back to you, sir. Zainab, good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, good morning, Kofi.
Yes. Tell us exactly where you are and what is going on there, your observation.
Okay, right now I'm at Mende Villa Estate, which is just by the demolition scene. I can confirm that here, and I also see security officials on duty trying to talk to one another before I am before I'm allowed to gain entrance into the scene itself. But I can see for myself from here, and voices in the background can tell that there are many other people here.
All right. So, can you speak to? Can you have someone we can talk to? Maybe to get 1 or 2 of the people around the area. They can give you their thoughts on exactly what has happened there.
So right now, I have not been allowed officially to go into the scene, but I can see from where I am standing at the security post. One of the security men on duty told me to hold on to wait where I am currently.
Okay. So Zena, we'll get back to you in a jiffy as soon as you have something for us. Maybe you know.
But I've been able to speak with people under the bridge while trying to gain entrance into the estate itself.
Okay, that's it. The new bridge before the estate, or which bridge are you referring to?
The Mende bridge before the estate.
Okay, what did they say?
Adjacent the
okay,
estate
what did they say?
So the people around there are hawkers who are trying to sell their items, and they also mentioned that they also mentioned that they've not been allowed, they've been chased away from operating every day. So that is why they are still hanging around somehow, because they need to make sales and make some money for their family given the current economic situation.
All right. So try get anyone who lives around the area who has something to say on the demolition exercise at Mende Villa, and I'll get back to you in a jiffy.
All right.
Fantastic. Commissioner, please tell us about the. You talked about sanitizing on governed spaces, and you've been in conjunction with the Lagos State Environmental Sanitation Corps, which is under your ministry, or probably called KAI, Kick Against Indiscipline. going back and Lagos State Environmental and Special Offences Team going around different underbridges in Lagos State. You were at Dolphin Estate Bridge, where 86 apartments were removed from under the bridge. It was quite surprising. You also went to Osborne Bridge, and today we hear Adeniji Adele Bridge. Tell us about that drive.
Thank you very much. You see, like I said, it's not a sin to be underprivileged. What Lagos State is doing is we can't allow non-state actors or people that we can't account for occupy under the bridges. The dangers that are inherent in such activities are beyond words. I'll give you an example. Akpogbo Bridge almost collapsed because people under the bridge were cooking and they used a gas system that hit the bridge itself. And the bridge was shut for over a year. So you can now close your eyes and imagine a situation where that happens in Dolphin, happens at Madeniji, across the state. The state is totally grounded. So we are saying under the bridge is not a place for shelter, with due respect. We are saying armed gangs, drug peddlers are now using under the bridge as shelter place, safe havens. We are saying non-state actors cannot govern our ungoverned spaces. Why do we have a last park agency, parks and gardens? So what we are doing a cleanup. We are mopping up. We are reclaiming our ungoverned spaces, and we want to put them to productive uses.
All right.
Ijora, that bridge is going to be a football pitch, sports center.
Okay.
The one at Obale is going to be a massive center too. And the others too will be like that. CSR from very big corporates and individuals.
All right, interesting. But Commissioner, it's a good one to hear that Obalende Ijora, you want to remodel the place under the bridge and the flyovers and make it sports spaces attractive. Just like you have maybe under the what's the name of this place again? I forgot anyway. But but how did these places become the way they are? Because Obalende has been that way for a long time. In fact, I used to say on my former program years ago that people are rearing cows under Obalende flyover. People are rearing cows. You have the canal there filled with plastics, and all of our single-use plastics, very dirty. And you've had shanty buildings, structures there for years. The previous caller, Abiola Okor from Manchester, said government may have allowed this thing to fester. So what can be done to ensure that it doesn't get back to this situation?
It's for people to take ownership of those infrastructures. That's the honest truth. You are the taxpayers. Take ownership of those infrastructures. Just take ownership. Own them. Own them. There's nothing wrong with owning them. Government will come, government will go. But take ownership of your infrastructure as a people, as a citizen.
Okay. So quite interesting. In order to make sure you're not just going to leave these places like that when you clear the structures.
No, we're putting them to functional use.
All right, fantastic. At least some of those who used to, let me not go into that. I was going to say some of those who used to play football at Landmark can now go to these other places to play their football. But sir, sustainability is one issue. Remodeling them, beautifying those places is quite commendable. We're going to see grass, but sustainability, because at some point in Lagos State, the Koyi axis of the route going to 3rd Mainland Bridge on the left, on the right, all those places were remodeled. You had grass and nice things, and boys turned the place into their sand football pitches. You have a place like Ikeja Underbridge, which was also remodeled. Those downfalls that used to park under there were relocated, and the place was made. They put interlocking stones, and now is a market. People sell food inside the spaces where you have the barricade, the barrier. People sell clothes. People sell all sorts of things. They do all these alcohol. People sell alcohol and all that. So sustainability is very. How can we make sure that the places that will be sanitized going forward and cleaned up will be sustained?
Thank you very much. That's why we're putting in place a very resilient infrastructure. And then, like I said, there are agencies that are...
Do you know why you take Pregnant Care supplements before, during, and after pregnancy? Pregnacare is formulated by scientists to create the safest and most trusted formula. Pregnacare from Vitabiotics UK contains 19 micronutrients, including folic acid and vitamin B12, which help reduce birth defects in babies.
Pregnacare, helping produce healthy Nigerian babies and moms. Available now in all good pharmacies.
Pregnacare. Just like every Nigerian mum, I need every kobo to work harder when times are tough. And I know So Clean is on my side. With the new Snow Powder tech, the detergent powder becomes even finer. So it dissolves easily, foams faster, and cleans better. Every grain works and nothing is wasted. New So Clean detergent with Snow Powder tech. Every grain works for you.
For how much? That's how you react when you see really high prices for rides. But there's no reason to worry, because with InDrive, you can always offer a fair deal and not just hope for it. Use InDrive and negotiate for the most fair price for you. InDrive, people driven.
The InDrive online passenger transportation aggregator is not a taxi service. Find more information at www.indrive.com.
New Lafarge Water Shield Cement now confirm.
Oh, welcome, sir. Sir, we are set to begin the foundation.
Everything set?
Everything, sir. We have the estimates for the granite, the sand, the iron rods, the concrete blocks, the cement, the...
Wait, engineer. What cement are you planning to use?
Oh, the normal cement, sir.
The normal cement?
Yes, sir.
You know the area is waterlogged and you say normal cement? Have you not heard of Water Shield? The new waterproof cement by Lafarge, designed to protect buildings from water damage and water damage to your property. If you're building in a waterlogged area, then your best bet is the new Water Shield cement by Lafarge. Water Shield is the waterproof, high-strength cement expertly formulated for all interior and external use in waterlogged areas. New Lafarge Water Shield cement now confirm. And water damage to your property.
Ladies and gentlemen, Football Fan Festival in Nigeria is back. It's Goal Fest 2024, featuring exhilarating games, food, comedy, live music by some of the Nigerian musician superstars, and you can watch the UEFA Champions League final on a super huge screen. Goal Fest 2024 will take place on the 1st of June at the Balmoral Convention Center, Federal Palace Hotel, Amadabella Way, Victoria Island, Lagos. Time 12 noon. Limited tickets available. Get your tickets now at www.goalfestnigeria.com or at 267A at Timian Crescent, VI Lagos. Goal Fest 2024 is powered by Femi and the Gang and Football Republic. Proudly refreshed by Pepsi.
Everyone sees the glamour, the awards, and the results. But not many see the pain associated with this unique journey. The long hours of filming on set, long trips to multiple locations, and the vigorous times of ecstatic performances on screen all come with a lot of bodily pain. Yes, it is human to feel pain, but because we do this for the fans, we must find a way to ease these pains fast, every time. This is what it takes to be at the top. Finding an effective painkiller to ease the pain. I ease the pain with Isidol from May and Baker.
Ease the pain with Isidol for fast relief from pains and fever. Isidol comes in easy-to-swallow tablets for adults and suspension for children. Isidol, ease the pain. If symptoms persist after 2 days, please see your doctor.
Isidol, a product of May and Baker Pills.
All right, Honorable Commissioner, thank you so very kindly for waiting on the line. You've said Lagosians should take ownership, of these structures. There's a message here from Tayo Naja, who says that he'd like to draw your attention to illegal squatters in the building at the back of TBS. He says it's done without regard to decency. Honorable Commissioner, I don't know if you're aware of that, sir.
Okay. Thank you for flagging it and then whistleblowing. The rest assured, the team will visit it immediately.
Okay. Any final word from you before you go?
For me, the final word is development doesn't happen by default or by mistake. Developments are products and babies of meticulous planning and deliberate actions. We want Lagos to be called a cosmopolitan mega city. We are doing everything on our part as a state and as a government. People must see the bigger picture and take ownership.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Commissioner. Keep up the good work. We'll keep, serving as a platform to, bring you to the people, to bring the concerns of the people to you, and also keep supporting the Lagos State government in its development and positive work.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for your time. Tokunbo Wahab, Honorable Commissioner for the Environment and Water Resources here in Lagos State. Correspondent Zainab has been on the line. Zainab, we're out of time. Do you have any information for us, please?
Yes, I am finally allowed into the scene right now, and I can see the rubble, which I'm also trying to film in order to bring back to the office right now.
Okay.
So the officials on duty are quite friendly because they made me understand that they are also doing their job.
All right.
So it's my duty to do my job as well.
Okay. Zainab, because of time, what you can do is just get the insights, talk to as many respondents, residents and people affected there. And then we'll get back to you.
Residents are not open to
all right. We have to go. I'll talk to you on the other side, Zainab, but thank you for giving us at least a feel of what's happening, that situation there as we speak.
All right. Thank you
very much. Thank you very much. My name is Kofi Bartels. On the side of our package, we'll do the OnePlay.ng draw on the other side of the news. Please stay with us. Good morning.
The headline news on 99.3 Nigeria Info. 99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.